Well, for the very first time, ever since Frenkie De Jong has been posed a question on whether he is going to join Manchester United in the summer or he was going to join Manchester United in the previous summer, he has never come out and really given us an answer he has given us today. It has left most of us in an ocean of questions because he has not really given us a conclusive decision as he has always been doing. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Erik ten Hag speaking about the result that we got at Old Trafford yesterday, 3-1 win over Fulham. Roy Keane coming out and really giving his genuine verdict in there for you. And then the manager of Fulham, known as Marco Silva, has also come out and really spoken or broken silence on what would have been a very disastrous or Honduras day for Fulham. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name. But today is a Monday and we are into the international break. Players have really jetted off to their different countries to see to it that they really participate into those international games or involvements or engagements. Then they will return around 28th, 29th. Most of them will return. But for Manchester United, their players are not going to go for international duty. David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Fred, Sancho, who else? Eriksen, Anton Martial. Those are 7 players. So when you look at those 7 players, the others are injured. Danny Van de Beek and Alejandro Garnacho are injured. But I think I can also count Alejandro Garnacho because he's really going to fight back to return before the end of the season. So as it stands, you know that you'll need those players fresh. So those 7 players remaining back at home, I think they're going to be training with Erik ten Hag at the club of Manchester United to see to it that they are really in good shape when we return for the Newcastle game on the 2nd of April. And one of the most important calls that should be made, Anton Martial starting and then Rafael Varane being there, because you know that it's not going to be an easy game. You get? We beat Newcastle. That means we'd have gone ahead to conceal our 3rd spot of the league, because we'd have gone 6 points clear ahead of them. They beat us, they are level with us at the same point. So that's one of the games that we should go ahead and really welcome the likes of Martial back, Varane back, and Eriksen. That's it. So Frenkie De Jong, after playing the El Clasico yesterday and Real Madrid was beaten by Barcelona by 2-1. He was speaking to Zigo Sport, and European lad quoted him via Fabrizio Romano about his future. And this is what he said at first. He said on his life for him at Barcelona, from the summer until now, it has improved for me. I play almost every game. It makes me feel so satisfied. He told Zigo Sport. The relationship between Xavi and Frenkie De Jong is now excellent. That's what he said. Now, this same guy known as Zigo went ahead to pose a question to Frenkie De Jong that, will he join United in the summer? This is what Frenkie De Jong said. No, I don't think so. I'm happy at Barcelona, but you never know the future. Have you heard that? Every time De Jong has been always asked about his move to Manchester United, he has been adamant, you get, on staying at Barcelona. But this time round, he has gone on to put in another statement on us, but you never know the future. So it looks like the future is not really giving De Jong a very good painting or picture on his stay at Barcelona. And what would be the case? The case is simple. When you look at the game of football nowadays, it's all about money. Barcelona, to sign in players, they need to sell players. You get? Now, Frenkie De Jong wants to win trophies for Barcelona, but there is no way he's going to win trophies for Barcelona, especially Champions League, when Barcelona is not bringing in players to really back up the squad and strengthen it. We all admit they've gone ahead to win the La Liga. I think the win they got against Real Madrid yesterday saw them win the La Liga because they are 12 points ahead of ahead of Real Madrid. and they're having 12 games to go. So they just need to win just 8 games, and they lift the La Liga. That's it. So for Frenkie De Jong, winning the La Liga is not enough, because that does not impact that team of Barcelona onto the world club football. What they should be doing is winning the Champions League. But if at all you are genuine and your objective, do you think Barcelona is anywhere near winning a Premier League trophy? Winning a Champions League trophy in the next 2 or 3 years from now? No way, because they don't have money to sign in players. The La Liga president told them, Tobias, that you shouldn't pull up any other lever. You should sell players. And every money you get in after selling a player, you're supposed to spend only 40%. So when Frenkie De Jong gets his magnifying glass and obviously looks through the future of Barcelona, it's really going in from bad to worse, and he is really aging. I think he's turning 26 years of age, so he also wants to lift trophies like the Champions League. You get the season of 2022 in the Champions League, Barcelona never found themselves go out of the group stages. Even this season, they have not gotten out of the group stages, and you would have been anticipateful if at all Barcelona had the money, but they don't have money to really reinforce their squad. But they just have to sell players to get in players. Yet right now, Barcelona doesn't need to sell certain players. They just need to go on and really get in other players. So to me, I think this is really giving De Jong a second thought. That's why he has gone ahead and really told us that you never know what the future is bringing. And this is a message to Erik ten Hag that he's going to sleep over and say, all right, my boy might be really thinking otherwise, that he wants to come to play for Manchester United because Barcelona has no future of really signing in great players. And I think fourthly, the Premier League is the best league in the world. Every player dreams to play in the Premier League right now. You remember way back in the years when players dreamed to play in the Serie A and the La Liga. You get? I think the Premier League has now really taken over. Every player wants to come and play in the Premier League. Look at Haaland. I brought you a story. I think I did it on Rokan Media Football, that Xavi was convincing Haaland to come to Barcelona, but Haaland snapped Barcelona and said, I want to go to Man City. Look at Victor Osimhen. However much the Bayern Munich, the Real Madrid of this world are really interested in him, the player says he wants to come out and play for a team in the Premier League. Everyone, the Vardios of this world, they want to come to the Premier League. So I think even De Jong wants to join that bandwagon, and that's why he has not ruled out a United move or transfer in the summer. And expect a lot of stories that are going to be derived from that interview of Frenkie De Jong, because it holds a lot of water. Him saying that the future of him is undecided. So that's it for Frenkie De Jong, and expect more from him to say about this in the international break, because he's going to be playing for the Dutch national team, and very many journalists are going to be posing questions according or relating to that interview he gave to Ziggo Sport down in Catalonia after they beat a team known as Real Madrid 2-1 in the El Clasico. Erik ten Hag has gone ahead and reacted to the win we got against Fulham. He has said, in possession, we could have done better. Out of possession, we are excellent. We came under pressure, gave away some set pieces, and then conceded a goal. David De Gea kept us in the game after we conceded. Obviously, there was a moment that if I thought it was not David De Gea, you would have known that everything had been buried in the sand. We were in the mud, but David De Gea kept that header of Mitrovic away, and obviously got us into a system of kept us in the game, and that save was really magnificent and important and pivotal into our game of football that we played on Sunday. That saw us go back to Wembley to play Brighton in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. But it's talking about in possession. In possession, we are not better. Not until Scott McTominay was taken off the field of play. When Anthony came on through and Sabitzer with Bruno played in the double pivot. Things really had to change and United really had the game under its control. But with Scott McTominay, he won all the duels. He won the L duels, the grand duels, but each and every time he got that ball, he had nothing to do. You get? He ran short of ideas. You get? He just found himself in an ocean of questions of what to do next, and we lost control of the game. But when Bruno and Sabitzer played in the double pivot, obviously you saw us playing better and better and better and better. So as it stands, Ten Hag talked well about the team, but the former captain of Manchester United, that is Roy Keane, I think he's one of the captains that is going to hate to lift very many trophies for Manchester United. That is Roy Keane. While on ITV, this is what Roy Keane had to say. He said, I've lost a little bit of confidence watching United now. A month or two ago, I was thinking they are up for it, but the last couple of games, I've seen some habits come back. You need luck in cup competitions, and United have had their fair share this season. So, even me, I've come out and really criticized certain players in that game of Manchester United, but I understand where Erik ten Hag is. You know, you can't turn a stone into bread like Jesus, because the only person that did that was Jesus. That's it. So, when you're having a player like Harry Maguire, it's like we're having a stone. You can't turn it into bread. When you're having Scott McTominay, it's a stone. You can't turn it into bread. That's it. So, to me, I understand what Roy Keane is talking about, but what do you want Erik ten Hag to do when he's not having Varane, he's not having Casemiro, he's not having Anton Martial? All those three players are pivotal in their positions. Varane commands that central defense, Casemiro commands the midfield, and Anton Martial leads the focal point of Manchester United. So, as it stands, I understand, but the manager is really out of options, you know. Though for me, that of Harry Maguire starting yesterday, I was really blaming him till now. I think Lindelof would have come in and really did a better job more than Harry Maguire, according to me. So, if at all we lost that game of football, I would have gone ahead to really slate Erik ten Hag for some choices he made to really start Harry Maguire into that back four of United. But all in all, he has hinted about luck. If you are to win a tournament, you need to be having luck onto your side. You get? Most of the teams that really win the finales or win these tournaments, it's not that because they are the best teams. No way. I think Man City for the previous 3 years, they're the best team in Europe. But have they lifted the Champions League? No, they haven't. You get? Look at the Champions League finale of last year. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Liverpool was the better team on the day. They got 9 shots on target, and Thibaut Courtois saved close to all of them. And I think 3 of those were from Mo Salah. But Real Madrid had like 2 shots on target. Playing pragmatically, they won the game. So, winning cup tournaments is different from winning the league. The league is a marathon. For a cup tournament, there are just some 13 games for you to play very well, capitalize onto your game, and win it. That's it. So I hear back Roy Keane that luck should be by your side to win such cup tournaments. Now, the manager who was really sent off the field of play, that is Marco Silva, as United beat Fulham by 3-1, and it's Jadon Sancho who orchestrated all that to see to it that this man really gets sent off after his effort was really denied by Willian. He had a word to say after that game, and he had some hard words to throw to the referee. He said, it's a shame that the referee wasn't shown VAR for the first half moments. It is difficult to be Fulham at Old Trafford. The VAR feels the pressure too. For us, it's difficult to understand why they didn't do the same. And I'm asking myself, where has he been these recent days? Last weekend, we got our most important player of the season, Casemiro, sent off at Old Trafford. And what sent him off? It was VAR, because the referee Taylor had gone ahead to give him a yellow card. VAR called for a review and the red card was really flashed to Casemiro. So, twice this time at Old Trafford we've seen a player sent off, that is Casemiro, in the game of Crystal Palace and the game of Southampton. Now, all these allegations and excuses he's laying out that it's difficult to beat Fulham at Old Trafford, the VAR feels the pressure too. Why didn't VAR feel the pressure in the game of Crystal Palace and in the game of Southampton? So, if we are talking about these decisions going against us and other teams keep quiet, why would managers like Marco Silva come out when a clear penalty is given and he saw his player get that ball out of the goal with his hand and then comes out and obviously puts in a very stupid and nonsensical reaction that it's difficult to understand why they didn't do the same? Guys, you know, there are calls that VAR haven't made for Manchester United in very many games. You know that very well. So, to me, my mind tells me that it was a day for United. This season is for United. We had players of better quality. The way we transited into the final third of Fulham, that led to the send-off of like 2 players and the manager, it was really super quality. You know, quality complements quality. So, thank you guys for watching in through. Your reactions to De Jong failing to rule out any transfer move to the summer are welcome in the comment section below. What do you think about Erik ten Hag's reaction to the game of Fulham, Marco Silva and Roy Keane? May the almighty Lord bless you abundantly, guys. I sign out for now. See you later. And second video of the day, I woke up early in the morning to bring you the player ratings, and here I come to get you what we call the news. So, I'm out. Bye-bye.